for today, you guys. Today is a big day. So, why is that? Why is it a big day? Well, it's the first day of the year. Really, does the first day of the year matter? We look at calendars. At some point, different people modified the calendars. Africa's 5 years ahead. There's really no calendar. But at the same time, especially when we're dealing with magic, right? But to keep it grounded, to embrace this wave of ascension, this is what we use in order to quantify the experience for ourselves. So this also shows how fluid life is. And 1 second, you guys. I'm just making sure the stream's flowing as it should be. So, okay, cool, perfect. So, first off, happy 2024, you guys. We just left 2023. We headed into 2024. It's a dragon year. It's an 8 year when it comes to numerology. What are we in for? What are we to expect heading into this new year, it being the first day? So, even in this stream, everything is new, you guys. We're changing up. No longer are we allowing the old, but instead we are stepping into the new with magic. And rather, we're not stepping into the new, but uncovering our true self. That as we've lived each year up until this one, we could say that last year for most of us was the cocoon phase. We were in a chrysalis. And as we broke out of this cocoon, we broke out through knowing ourselves, who we are, the symbolism of the butterfly. Now, in this live stream, I'll be talking about many different concepts. I'll be going over many different things today. Actually, we have a lot, so I hope I have the time to spare. I got to get a lot done today. I also have to meet with a few clients, and I have a few mentorships. On top of that, I also performed the ritual for the Patreon. You guys got the Fate and Destiny Source Alignment, the first part. So I started the ritual yesterday for the Patreon, the Fate and Destiny Source Alignment and Soul Attunement. Started that yesterday, and then started in the morning, started to channel a whole bunch, then gained Gnosis at night, and then I did the ritual for those that are a part of it in the morning, and then as well at night. And then I woke up today to then do my normal journalings, do my normal mantras and chants, and then I went right into the Patreon ritual. Very prosperous, very abundant. You guys also will be getting a reading, a personal Fate and Destiny monthly prediction. I'll be giving that to you guys. I have that filmed. I just now need to upload it. So, and then on top of that, I will be uploading parts of the monthly ritual, the parts that I can at least show that are for you guys. And so yeah, all of that's on the Patreon. If you haven't tapped in yet, today is the last day to sign up for this month's. But other than that, you can sign up anytime. So let us get into magic. That is the main focus of today. And actually, I'm going to be calling forward deities. So this is also what I provide in my mentorships and my consultations. I myself, oh yeah, for anyone that's new, hey, what's up, you guys? My name is O'Shea. As well, you can call me Atanui, for this is my magic name. And for those of you that don't know what a magic name is, we will be getting into that as we progress today. So I'm just gonna, just in case I need notes, if I want to journal anything, I recommend that you guys also, if things come to your mind during this live stream, also you guys feel free to ask questions. for those that are there and those that are viewing this later on. In the comments, let me know what came to your mind. Let me know some things you guys thought. It's always cool to just see what's going on with the community. I feel this huge shift at the moment. Even the way that I'm doing things for myself, even the way that I'm conducting my craft, it's completely different. So, and that's because I've been evolving. As you walk this path of magic, as you start to rewire and rewrite your subconscious mind, you start to work with deities, and you allow these energies to enlighten and uplift you. You're quantumly changing every day, honestly, even every moment. And that's what life is all about. Life is about life is about evolution. Endless evolution. And with that being said, for myself, you guys, I work with many different deities, which I will be calling forward their energies today. And it's everyone ranging from Lord Thoth and Horus to Lord Shiva. Well, it's better to say Ganesh first, but that's to ground the energies. Lord Ganesha and Lord Shiva, as well as Goddess Lakshmi and Goddess Kali. And for the Egyptian pantheon as well, Isis, Astarte, and Hekate. Then for the infernal divine, I'm an emissary for the infernal. I've been working with them for about 5 years now, under that of Lucifer, Goddess Hekate. Satan is a very heavy deific force in my life. If you want a very in-depth video on that, there's some on my Patreon. But then on my YouTube, I also have content. I just released a video like 5 videos back. Go check that out. So I'm someone that has worked with the Infernal for 5 years, bridging now into 6, and I've just finished my initiations within the Qliphoth for myself. So this is when an individual goes through the underworld. For myself, I was initiated through many different things, as well as doing the ceremonial ritual work, but I actually initiated myself through a near-death. So I smacked my jaw into the ground and I died. And after I died, all these things just started to unfold. I started to prophesize a lot of things that actually then started to happen. And they were visions that I got through death. Now, do you have to die to get these same visions? No. But from a death experience, from dying, near deaths, you gain much insight into death, into how death functions, how it works, because death is it's like a computer. It's a mechanism, and it all has to do with inner working, the correlation of death and reincarnation, and how we live in a soul simulation, how we live in a soul matrix, and as well illusion. And as we choose to embrace this video game, this simulation, this quantum game, this quantum realm in which we are living in, when we start to learn things such as universal laws, we start to learn magic. We start to learn that our minds are very powerful, that we're able to through understanding and knowing universal laws, frequency, vibration, energy, these things that for myself, you guys, I didn't know any of this in the beginning. So I started this path, and I'll intertwine my path and my story with giving tips on spellwork and ritual, and as well magic and things of that nature. You guys feel free to also ask questions if you guys have any questions. I am here as a guide to help you to better understand the occult, magic, your destiny, as well as understanding working with deities. So any questions that you guys have, this is the live stream, this is live, just letting you guys know, the live stream is a good time to ask me questions. It's kind of just like a consultation or a mentorship all on its own. Not many people really go live to answer questions on the occult. As well, if you guys are liking the video, remember to subscribe and also like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Just do something, right? Just do something. Jessica, what's up, goddess? Jessica, we got President Jessica in the house. Glad to see you, Jessica. Thank you for being here. We got the cat clan, the cat tribe. Happy New Year's. Oh, thank you. Hey, thank you, Jessica. Happy New Year's to you. Glad to see you here. How is your New Year's been going? Since we just entered into New Year's, and then we got Super G in the house. What's up, Super G? And then it's 333k subs at the moment, entering completion. First off, I gotta say, what's up, Super G? Happy New Year's to you as well, brother. Happy New Year's to you, family. Also, glad you guys are here. We got the coven in the house. We have a lot to talk about today pertaining to Magick. This is, as Super G said, this is the completion. Even my channel's expressing and showing 333. Crossing the abyss, that's the energies of crossing the abyss into completion. Where it's, now I've finished the Qliphoth and I'm helping guide. Well, I feel like I was always doing this, not even realizing it. Once you start to work with these spirits, you start to guide yourself. You enter into that, you could say, some people call it Christ consciousness. Some people call it Luciferic consciousness. We could even say satanic set consciousness. When you're choosing to evolve and work with different deities and different beings, you start to align with those current of energies, and such as Thoth. Thoth and Horus were the ones that reached out to me to fully start this initiatory journey going through the underworld. So naturally, since I worked with Thoth a lot, I was already someone that wanted to give the best counsel. And for me, I'm here to raise the greats. I'm here to raise masters, or at least to awaken you guys, right? To at least awaken you guys so that you can remember your path, your purpose, and who you're meant to be. And now how the night side path works is that it's very self-serving, right? It's very self-serving. Going through the Qliphoth, the underworld, we have to gain energy. So it's in that way, though, where I was someone that I didn't understand the balance of this in the beginning. I was very giving, and I was very right-hand path. Now realizing I'm true left-hand path, but I do a good merge. I'm good at merging them. So by me walking my path, I'm being an emissary for the Infernal Divine. People just start to watch my videos and, oh, I should work with Lucifer. Oh, I should work with Satan or Belial. Belial sounds fun, right? And it's as I worked with these beings and became these beings, then I first served these beings, now working with these beings, getting their name out. And that people should work with different deities to become their greatest version, but to know that they are their own deity. You are your daemon. At the end of the day, all of these beings, what they're showing you is who you are. That if you work with Lucifer and you ascend through his energies, that's shaping you in some way, but merely Lucifer is reawakening that aspect of illumination within you. Just as Thoth, when you work with Thoth, he's reawakening the essence and energy of wisdom. Pure wisdom within yourself is being awakened, so naturally you become more intelligent, you become more cognizant of your reality, and you just start to understand and know the simulation in more totality. And this is also what the occult teaches us. So we're going to go into the foundation, into truly what thine kingdom is. And I'll be talking about thine father's kingdom, which to some is a kingdom of source. If you look at the world in which we are currently living in right now, we could call it Satan's kingdom. And is the God of the Bible truly God? Is it the source? Or did Satan write the Bible? These are things that we will be discovering as we do this live stream. So I will be also answering deity questions for anyone that wants to understand working with deities and ancient gods as well. So let's look at chat. Me and Lilith coming to hang with the fam. Thank you for that, Jessica. Okay, so yeah, a lot of the deities were presencing. So I'm going to do what I don't always do this, but I will do a lot. I will do chants and magic more on stream. I usually like to prep myself before stream and doing these things, but this is a new year. This is a year of Set in many ways, of Satan, right? It being a 8 number, being the physical solid foundation of wealth creation, as well the infinity symbol. So we are embracing our endless evolution. Set, or Satan, being also known as Shaitan, but at its core illumination, the word Satan comes from Satanama, and that word Satanama is a Sanskrit word meaning life, death, and resurrection, or as well eternal or endless truths. And through this live stream, that as well, through this next year, that's what we will be embracing. So we've died, and as we've died to our old self, we are being reborn. And as we are being reborn, we are entering into new life. As well, the Ankh in Egypt, in Egyptian, symbolizing life. It's a very powerful symbol. There's also the Ankh with 2 lines that symbolizes eternal life. And that one can actually, it's even said in Egyptian mythology, which we know that myth actually doesn't mean it's not real. And this is something I learned in mythology class when I was in college. A myth actually just means a told story. So when you're listening to someone tell you a story, like this can be considered a myth. I'm using many different parables, I'm using many different ideologies and symbolisms to express something that is more energetic in nature. Whereas this is a myth in which I'm conjuring through storytelling, but I'm also bringing forward the energies of these different deities. And just, I love that Jessica said she brought Lilith. So that's definitely an energy I felt. I brought Shaitan, Set, Satan. If you guys work with any deities, they all work together, honestly. As much as people egotistically think, oh, the light and the dark are fighting, no, they all work to serve you. At the end of the day, you are God, generator, operator, destroyer. You're generating your reality, how you perceive. Oh, I can't work with angels because I work with demons. Oh, I can't work with demons because I work with like, if you perceive that, then yeah, of course, based off your perception. But at some point, as you start to understand the source in which you're actually obliterating these dualities. But you first had to see these dualities. You first had to see the dualistic aspect of reality, that yes, there are angels, and yes, there are daemons, and yes, there's deities, and there's some that are both, and all of them. And these are the things in which I've learned along my path. And that's why I'm here to serve as a guide to even shed light on these illusions, to illuminate this path. And truly, even going into Satan. Satan was a being that was heavily dragging me through the Qliphoth. That's a good word to put it. Pulling me through the Qliphoth. And now for myself, as an ego, I didn't know why he was so pushing on me finishing. He was so pushing on me getting out of it. And now, as I understand why, it's because I was in the underworld, but yet I was an infernal being. For my soul is infernal, soul, and deity. So it's a mixture. Everyone has different souls. Some are infernal souls. These are the ones that feel more called to the infernal divine, to working with demons such as Belial, Azazel, Lucifer, Beelzebub. And then as well, the celestial souls, this is more of a Lucifer or Apollo, or seeing more just the celestial aspect. And that's the thing, as the generator, operator, destroyer that we are, the God that we are, we, especially something that I've learned from Satan, is that he's immensely passionate. He's passionate about your evolution. He's passionate about your progression. But it's in the same way that he's really helpful and empowering, but in that same way he can also destroy. He wants to destroy the illusions so that you can get to your truth, so that you can embrace your truth. This is also why a being of immense truth within a light matter matrix, a being of truth within a realm of illusions, this only makes sense why he would be demonized, because he doesn't play the game the way that everyone does. He has his own game. We are in a simulation. We are in the realm of Caesar. And as we have entered into this realm of Caesar, we have forgot ourselves. We've incarnated, not remembering who we were along the journey. But that's the thing. We left different synchronicities around us as we've entered into this matrix, that us being in this matrix actually distorts this game. So as you choose to flow, we could say destroy the matrix. We could say bend the matrix to your will. But truly, when you choose to flow with the matrix and you embrace the path that was most meant for you from destiny, this is how you create the life in which you most desire. If you already have a lover, what is it that you seek? What do you desire to manifest? Well, now I need wealth. I need money. I need abundance. Because I live in a physical realm. I'm a soul, I'm a spirit, but I need money. So, okay, I have the love of my life. Check. I have the money in which I desire. Let's just think about the physical. Let's bring it into the physical, for this is what a Satan is. It's that emanation of Lucifer that then grounds itself back into this physical reality to then be like, oh, I'm Lucifer. Okay, I understand the celestial realm. I understand how angels work. I understand how different beings work. Now, what truly matters is, good, I have a grasp on my mind. I have a grasp on imagination and magic. I'm really good at magic. These are the things that Lucifer would teach you. He would teach you how to use your mind to better your mental landscape, to better your spirituality, to evolve. This doesn't mean he's not physical. He can't do physical things, such as manifesting wealth or helping someone to better themselves at a skill or craft. As the god of music, he can definitely help you with these things. So now, as we've ascended as a Lucifer, we've understood the sephiroth. We've understood angelic creation in so many ways. Now, just as Lucifer fell, just as Lucifer went into the underworld, he went into the Qliphoth. We can even look at this through the Kabbalistic tree, if that's what you associate with. For myself, I'm Dogon energy. I work with the Dogons, those that were first to learn magic. So most of my learnings are channelings and me working with the beings. But then as well, it is good to enlighten yourself with, books and understanding different systems. But at the end of the day, you have to know the core in which emanates the all is no system. You must get rid of and throw out all systems at the end of the day, for you are the one that is path working yourself. And a lot of people bind themselves to a certain system or ideologies that then just builds up their ego in that way. But that's the thing that we're actually trying to dissolve. And that's actually why we go through death, is to dissolve the ego, to embrace ego dissolution. So it's as Lucifer. Lucifer was called into the darkness to not know himself. An angelic king, beautiful, mighty in all of his ways. And then he goes through this darkness, he goes through this death, which I'm sure many of you have been through this death, right? In some way for me it was an actual physical death. Breakups as well. Breakups can cause ego death. So that's the thing about the ego. We'll go through these moments and these situations that will truly obliterate us, will truly destroy us. Now, we've still remained supreme. We're still here. So what died? If I feel that parts of me have died at times, what died? That is the ego, the personification in which you perceive yourself to be. And as we actually go behind the mask, so we start to dissolve the ego through ritual, through spell work, through working with deities, mantras, breath work, meditation. As we go behind these layers of the ego, we start to reprogram it through this shadow work. We start to understand that we are that which we are already, we're not what we thought we were. And as we discover that we thought that we aren't this thing, that we are even greater, that we are the source in all totality, that when you get out of your own way and you remove these layers of illusions, this is actually what's going to allow you to be more prosperous along the journey. That if your ego wasn't programmed with poverty and you not being able to do well, low self-esteem, worthlessness, that there's a reason why you went through these trials and experiences. But that's not you at the end of the day. So as you wake up to your divine truths, the illumination of that which you are, as you illuminate yourself through going through the darkness, this is actually what forces you to then go through shadow work. So this shadow work is when we are facing ourselves. We are facing our own traumas. We're facing the things that actually kept us from our pure potential. So if you are the source, if you are the all that created this game and this matrix, and we know that through our imagination, then what is limiting you from manifesting in ego, from manifesting in each and every moment as you walk the path, the reality in which you desire? Nothing. You, if you choose to be, are the only thing that is getting in your way. And this is why when thoughts like this come up, it's about just removing the blinders and allowing what needs to come forward to come forward. So this is then where we are, as we've entered into the subconscious, we're looking at the inner workings of our mind and how our mind functions. Within your own mind, you might even be brought up, things might be brought up within your mind where you start to look at them. It's like, okay, yeah, that did happen. Or yeah, reality could go in that way. And then you're using the holographic chamber of your mind to then distort or rather tweak reality. And the thing is, we live in an illusion. So if you know that you are this powerful being of source, and especially if you're not just using light matter energy, because light feeds the illusion, but if you're imagining dark matter energy, then you are now being able to recreate this light matter illusion. You are restructuring this game. You're restructuring this realm. Now, first we start with the alteration of ourself. We start to imagine the things in which we desire to be. Who do you wish to become? And let us take this moment as a character creation screen. That as a few live streams ago, we died to our old self. Now, as we have entered into 2024, who are you? That was a few days ago, you guys. I'm sure you guys have done some of the work at least since then. And if you do need a mentor or a coach to push you forward in Magick, know that I do offer mentorships and as well coaching. And know that the price is as well going up actually tomorrow, for it is the beginning of the year. And just know as well, these live streams are also coaching in itself. So do the work, you guys. Do the work. We're going to be getting into breath work and as well meditation. And then we're going to go about a character creation with through embracing this new self in which we already have became, and now we are solidifying that version of ourselves on this first day. I just want to look at some of the comment or some of the chat. Let's look at the chat, you guys, and then Super G said earlier, "What up, y'all? May we be praised by the demons and angels, gods and spirits we work with. We are the gods, baby." Hey, that's what's up. That's so true. Knowing, like we were talking about earlier, knowing that you are the god of your reality. You are the one that is creating this realm. So if things aren't going your way, then it's about programming yourself. Knowing, and this is the thing. This is what I feel like for a lot of people is maybe a hard concept, but it's very easy and simple. Is that, so you might talk to someone I was talking to a client yesterday actually, and in a sense they were telling me, how do I convince my rational mind to accept manifestation? I can't, and then so what my mind perceived that they couldn't perceive, I guess, is the question they're asking is, how does my mind affect reality if I go outside and I see a rock? I know my mind is generating the rock or generating the car. My mind is generating everything around me. Yes, that's what it is. Your mind is generating all of these things through the simulation. You incarnated through your mother's womb, so you came into this simulation through another simulated object. And by simulation, I don't mean it. Reality is metaphysical. It's beyond the physical. So, in a sense, energy, condensed energy, creates this reality and this quantum realm. So, when we're tapping into the quantum, we are then using the same shapeless, formless ether. Then we are molding it with with our minds through our imagination, visualizing, and then creating through our feeling what we desire for the outcome to be. And that's truly what it's going to be at the end of the day. It's through the feeling. And this also is what ties into the feeling of the wish fulfilled. So as you feel, some people are more, they imagine, right? So if you're good at imagining or visualizing, if you're good at seeing, imagine the scene and then allow it to create a feeling. What does it feel like when you imagine a puppy? Does a puppy make you feel good? Now, did you feel the puppy, or did the imagination create the feeling, or did the feeling create the imagination? That's for you to decide. That's for you to uncover and determine. Everyone is different when it comes to manifestation. And this is actually why I teach not only the occult and magic, but as well manifestation, it being a part of the occult, it being a part of as well ceremonial ritual. The better you are at your imagination outside of meditation, outside of ritual, that's actually when you start to realize that life is the meditation. Life is the ritual. And the thoughts that you are always choosing to think, those are the ones in which are actually being expressed and created. So even right now, go zoom out of the narrative, look at your persona. What is your persona telling you? Is it telling you, I am wealthy, I am abundant, things are always happening in my favor? Is it affirming that for you? Do you feel that? Or is maybe your mind telling you, I don't feel good, I like, why do I feel this way? Why is life not going my way? See, that's the thing. That's what we reprogram, is that. We're not changing you. You're not changing yourself, but rather uncovering yourself to the natural child-like state that you always were. This pure divine being has went through hell, and in that way has shed a lot of, has went through a lot. So there's two different things to this. There's, in a sense, we shed the illusions to get to our truths. And now as well, we embrace our truths to shed the illusions. So as some people have went through soul fragmentation, when they do the shadow work, this is what allows them to gain that fragment back. But the thing about a soul fragment, when we are doing deep shamanic healing, which is also something that I provide for people as a psychic surgeon and as well a medium, when we're doing this deep inner healing of trauma, that which is in our, you could say, the somatic system. I like somatic system better than nervous system, right? But that is when we're doing this healing, it's this aspect that what we went through will be brought up. It will be brought into your mind's hologram. Sometimes when you can't deal with yourself, you're actually going through, your mind's perceiving how you feel, and you're dealing with a core trauma. And this trauma might bring up fear, it might bring up anxiety, it might bring up worries, pain. It actually might give you a visceral pain. Memories can give you a visceral pain, despite them not being still real. But your memories are replaying over and over again in your mind until you start to dissolve this trauma. I myself, you guys, to be very real with you, I've went through a lot of deep core trauma and healing this past year. And I myself, I even went to different mentors, different guides for this stuff, as well doing the work on myself. And that's been a key to my success. That's been a key to my path, is to embrace the trauma, to know that yes, you've been through these things. And yes, they might be stuck within yourself. But as you face them, and as you illuminate why you went through that experience, you then gain the power from it. So that's actually, when people are going to demons, trying to get power, or demon, curse this person for me, or this and that, they're just powerless within themselves. They don't feel, and I'm not saying to work with a demon means you're not powerful, no. But at some point, maybe we felt we weren't powerful. So we started to work with these energies, to take on these energies to then become powerful. And sometimes people will get lost in the sauce. They, instead of becoming themselves, they become something else. Now, if you're trying to become a Lucifer, if you're trying to become a Horus or a Thoth, it's about adopting these energies and allowing them to fill you, to come without, as within so without. So by you knowing that you are Lucifer, you are a Lucifer, you are Lilith, you are Hekate, you did all of this, you did the work. For you walked the path, you did the channelings, you met with your grimoire or your book of shadows, you did the work. And because you did the work, you reaped the benefits. So this is when when you've reprogrammed your mind and you're choosing to go into this new life, you're choosing these new thoughts for yourself. You as the source always had the choice to choose. Do I want to think negatively, or do I want to think positively? Do I want to evolve in a certain way, or do I want to be comfortable? You are always choosing every action based off your thoughts, your vibration, and your feeling. So as you cleanse your divine vessel, as you cleanse yourself, this is what brings you into your truths. So that's what that's why it is important to also do the shadow work, to cleanse your vessel, and then embrace the power. And then you are the one doing it, not any other spirit. You work with the spirits to then become yourself, and then all the energies are flowing through you. So you are the all, you are the source. All these energies work for you, through you, to align you to where you're needed to be, to create the synchronicities that are most meant for you. That when you fully, and this we could say to one is actualization of the self, that you're using all of these energies. You're not giving to the energies no more, but you're pulling from all these energies, invoking them, and then using them to ascend. Is it the deities that need offerings, or do you need offerings? Partake in the offerings in which you give to the deities, and fill the message in which they're giving to you. Even this is me but giving a message. So with that, you guys, I do see we have about 8 people in live. If I could get 8 likes, if we could like it up in the building. I know you guys, come on, this is some pretty intense gnosis that I'm dropping here today. Also, shout out to Bobby Hemmett. I was watching some of his stuff earlier, and just he always aligns me back to the path that is most meant to be spoke on. Because a lot of the time people are speaking on right-hand path ideology, and now it's time to go more into the darkness, to embrace one's darkness. And that's what we will be getting into as we progress. So, and then Super G earlier said Saturn, so the Satan energy, Saturn. We got Jessica with the Infinity, and then Super G, that's powerful. Super G says I brought King Tut. Wow, I have like a blockage from saying that word or something. That's past life stuff. I brought Tut Unk Amen. I say the word mentally, or hear it more mentally than say. So he brought King Tut Unk Amen. Tut Unk Amun. Tut Unk King Tutankhamun Amun. And that even is a power word. And as I said that, the Pharaoh energies came forward. And that's what even I was actually getting into. So that's actually powerful that you said that. I was thinking of Pharaoh Magick, which we will be getting into in just a moment, is discussing the magic of the pharaohs. What did pharaohs know that the rest of Egypt did not? So we will be getting into that after we do this quantum upgrade. So for myself, I'm a quantum Reiki teacher, as well as a healer. My healing goes beyond Reiki, for I am a psychic surgeon. I've been initiated in this craft for the past 8 years, as well, born into a lineage that of just natural psychics, doctors, healers in this nature. So at my core, I am a healer that embraces intense forms of magic to do great and miraculous feats. And this is why I also have my services, whether it be from consultations to ritual and spell work for people, as well as mentorships. When you get a consultation or a mentorship, it's not just me talking as well. I'm being very receptive because I want to understand your needs. I want to understand your destiny. For in those moments, I'm giving you guys a service. Even now, I'm being of service to the collective. And I really want to know what you guys are going through when it comes to mentorships and things of this nature, what you've been through. And as we go through these consultations and talk about magic, manifestation, healing, honestly, whatever's on your mind when it pertains to the occult. I'm also doing psychic surgery on yourself. We're seeing the things that maybe you weren't looking at, and that if you started to look at would start to heal. Even when it comes to cancer, you guys, I studied immensely from Dr. Sebi, and he gave me a lot of foundational, and Dr. Sebi, as a mentor online, he gave me immense foundational knowledge of there's just certain things that you can do externally with herbs. Because I love herbs, you guys. I'm a shaman. With herbs, so Irish moss, burdock root, even peppermint. Peppermint to feel good. Irish moss to truly heal your body, your cells, your nervous system, your bones, and to strengthen yourself. And these are the things that people aren't taking advantage of. That it's not just the mental work and ritual, and it's not just the physical, but truly merging both of these things. Enchant your water, enchant your teas, and know that you are healing as you drink them. I've been doing this for well over about 8 years now for myself, and I came back from a near-death experience, you guys. That's something I had to heal for myself, was dying, smacking my jaw into the ground, and having to go through different therapies and different healing for myself. But yet, I healed it. My face doesn't hurt the way that it did, and I believe anyone can heal through their mind and having the right mindset, and this is what we are cultivating. And if you're not someone that needs to heal, definitely through embracing this mindset that we're taking on in these moments and healing our mind. That's also something psychic surgery is about, pulling out the dense energies from the different aspects of your mind. That when you go into meditation, if you feel an energy clump somewhere, you need to build or dissolve that energy with your energy. And this is also where dark matter is so powerful. So we're rewriting the script through the energies of the dark matter. Being the speed of darkness, it heals faster. So this is also why dark matter energy or dark matter magic is so powerful. That those of you that work with the black flame, as you work with the black flame, you start to become more powerful. You have a stronger will. Your magic is more powerful. And this is what creates someone on the left-hand path. This is what creates what's known as a dark lord, a dark lady. That as cosmic elite, the elite were never taught the same things as everybody else. So it's in the same way that I'm giving you guys a mentorship on how to be a dark lord, how to be a dark lady, understanding, working with these energies to your benefit instead of your detriment. That yes, things always need to be destroyed before they can be recreated. You had to go through this past year to become who you are now. Now it is a time to bask in the energies, in the power in which you've cultivated, and know that you are this powerful and divine being. So I'm going to read the rest, and then we're going to get into the meditation. One moment, you guys. I just got a message. Okay, so let us raise the energy by doing the looking at chat first. My ego is programmed with tremendous self-love, wealth, and prosperity. Reprogramming the ego to wealth, love, prosperity, warmth, abundance. Yes, thank you, Super G. I can achieve all my dreams. My reality is this is Super G as well, he's saying this. My reality is my responsibility. All things here are my creation. All things, especially those things I love, I claim. We're now magnetizing wealth, prosperity, love to ourselves. That as we've emptied, this past year we emptied ourselves, now we're filling ourselves with this divine, vibrant, abundant energies. We are now a glass that is emptied, being full, but knowing that we're already full, knowing what we want. What do you want? That's truly what will be manifested. Just give no resistance to it. Allow it to manifest. My reality is my responsibility. All things here are my creation. All things, especially those things I claim love. And then Jessica said, Super G, 100%. And then numerology 369. What's up, numerology? Happy New Year's. Glad to see you. Numerology 369 says, Atanui, peace, brother. 333. Hey, we got that 3. Thank you on that. We do got the 333. Wow, actually now looking at that, I never cared too much. Well, I shouldn't say that. Subscribers, thank you guys. I'm grateful for this 3.33k subscribers, and I guess it's a testament to what I've been creating. And know that we're just rising, you guys. It's a new year. It's time to set new legacies. It's time to embrace our destiny and as well who we're meant to be going into this next year. Having prosperous victory with that which we wish to achieve. Knowing that we've already achieved it and we're merely taking the steps to claim that. Thanks on that, brother. Hey. And then Just Cat says, hello, numerology. 1 2 3 1 2 3. We just had, that's true, we just had 1 2 3 as well. Jupiter is contracting from retrograde, so now Jupiter is working in our favor to expand, to embrace our expansion. And how are we choosing to expand in these moments in this next year? And then Super G says, the deities bring me offerings, boom. Suddenly, there it is, my wish, and boom. There it is, another one. All my wishes I demand, open these gates of prosperity now. Give it to me. Yup, now. Give it to me. As we have opened the gates of wealth and prosperity. For we call forward, Lord Anubis. Let us now call forward all the deities. I mean, they've been here, they've just been waiting. And we will now do a ceremonial ritual. We will do a ritual to embracing the newness. As we've dissolved the old, as we've died to the past, we're now embracing the new. This same kind of ritual is what I offer for people, just more in depth, with like ritual implementation and things of that nature, candles, incense. And myself, having been doing ceremonial magic for the past 5 years, I'm a professional in this way. So if you guys did want to book either a reading or a ritual with myself, I provide that. So let us get into this. Anubis, Anpu. Anubis, Anpu, Anpu, Anpu. May you open the gates to death, so we may embrace this death of our old self. And as you've opened the gates to death itself, Anpu, Anubis, Anubis, Anpu, open the gates to prosperity and wealth. For as you do, we call forward Lord Thoth, Djehuty, Djehuty, Lord Thoth, Djehuty, he who has been with us since birth, aiding us in our magic, aiding us in our wisdom, aiding us in our knowing. Lord Thoth, come forward to teach us to be wise coming into this next new year, to be wise in this 2024, in this new era, as we embrace this new aeon. Horus, come forward, Heru. Now imagine before you an Ankh. See this Ankh now flooding your life with prosperity, with abundance, with visions. This is from Ra himself, and as well the Egyptian pantheon. For life is now flowing through you. Life is flowing through you. Life is endlessly and eternally flowing through you. For as we embrace the Ankh, now switch this in your mind to the Eye of Horus. See the Eye of Horus now. As you see the Eye of Horus within your mind, you are gaining illumination. You are gaining clarity for the path. You are seeing your true self, and as well, who you're meant to be. As you embrace Horus, Heru, Enka, Eni, Sen, Heru, Enka, Eni, Sen, Heru, Enka, Eni, Sen, Heru, Enka, Eni, Sen. May Lord Horus, may Heru illuminate the way for you. As you see now the visions of who you're meant to be, where you're going to be, where you are going, you now have immense clarity along this path as you are embracing this sacred vision in which you've been given, what is known as destiny. Shay reveals to you your destiny and your path, knowing yourself and who you're meant to be, knowing what you are meant to achieve as you embrace this path of magic. For as you align with your destiny, for as you've aligned with your will, now everything manifests and comes your way as it was meant. For we call forward Goddess Isis, Aset, to illuminate us with her love, embracing magic and spellcasting in many ways. Isis, Ishtar, Inanna. Isis, Ishtar, Inanna. Isis, Ishtar, Inanna. Isis, Ishtar, Inanna. Isis, Ishtar, Inanna, Astaroth. Isis, Ishtar, Inanna, Astaroth. Isis, Ishtar, Inanna, Astaroth. Serena, Elora, Astarte, Akin. Serena, Elora, Astarte, Akin. Now see Astarte's sigil if you're able to imagine it, if you're able to visualize it. Feel her energy flowing through you like water, empowering you. Serena, Elora, Astarte, Akin. 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 For now Isis is bringing you back into the ways of old, into the ways of Egyptian magic, helping you to better understand who you are and as well who you're meant to be. For as we go from Goddess Aset, Isis, we now go to Osiris, as we embrace this death, this blissful death. Osiris, Asar, Osiris, Asar, Osiris, Asar, for we have died to who we once were, and we now embrace our life anew, embracing a life of magic, love, prosperity, and as well new beginnings. For we thank you, Asar. We thank your wife as well for this fertility, for this new abundance. We know that we must die to the old in order to plant new seeds. For as we reap the seeds in which we've sown and we've given and we've been given, we plant new seeds for this next harvest. doing the work to water this soil with the waters of Amenti, with the waters of Aset, and as well that of the sacred Nun, the word that invokes the universe, the primal sacred waters of Nun, 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 Nun. For bring us back into the ways that we were in Egypt and Kemet. None, 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 none. Bring us back into the ways of the old so we may know ourselves as what is meant now unfolds. For we have waited lifetimes for what is about to commence. May you, gods, deities, in all ways, be there with us, empowering us and flowing through us as magic itself. We now call forward Heka, Heka, Heka. Magic itself is flowing through us. Heka, Hekate. Hekate, as you flow through us, show us who we are and who we're meant to be. Show us what we are meant to achieve as this magic version of ourself that we once were back in the times of Egypt and before anew. Bring us into that which is anew. Bring us into the truth of ourselves as we embrace our daemon, as we know ourselves in between space and time. We know that we are living in this, we are living in a simulation. We are living within magic itself. And we know that we are the wielders of magic. We are the ones creating this. For Goddess Hekate, we bear your torch through the night. Knowing who we are, we embrace our might. Goddess Hekate, Heka, Heka, Hekate, Ayoho, Hekate, Ayoho, Ayoho, Hekate, Echo, Echo, Hekate, Echo, Echo, Hekate. Hear our prayer for you, Goddess. Flow through us. May we see what we are meant to see. May we embrace who we're meant to become as all of this now manifests and comes to fruition. Embracing ourselves as this grand, embracing the grand design and as well this grand vision in which we have, hold, harness, and possess. For we know who we are as we create all of this. For we now enter through the gates. We enter through the gates of Egypt, of the ancient ways, learning of the source in all totality, understanding the ancient Kemetic ways in the Egyptian initiation system. 4. Knowing that we are the creators of our reality. Pharaonic magic. This was the magic that was kept away from peasants, you could say. And to the point that in Egypt, they were not allowed to speak. So only words were given to royalty, sacred words, in which when uttered, when spoken into reality, it created cause, it created effect and change. Even Isis gained Ra's secret name in order to resurrect her husband. This is but an ideology. This is but a parable to describe the magic in which you possess. That when you know yourself, you know these sacred words. You know the words and the incantations in which you must speak. You know your spells, for your spells are within. It is the sacred word. For first there was thought. Thought. And then there was the word. First there was the word. Thoth. First there was thoth. Thoth is one of the closest beings to the source, as the source. So it's in this way that thoth is imbuing you with wisdom of spell casting, spell work, understanding magic, vibration, and frequency. You are now being initiated further into understanding these sacred laws of the universe. This is what will empower your manifestations. This is what will empower your knowing. For as you've went through the gates of death, you've embraced now life as you've been reborn. Next, when we are working with deities, it is knowing that you are the creator, knowing that you are the source, giving respect, and most importantly, love. If you want to have powerful magical workings, give deities love. And as you give them love, as you give them your time, they will give that same essence back to you. Yes, you can give offerings, but as well, time is an amazing offering for a deity. Even thoth loving to teach people wisdom and help them to better understand and know themselves. So this is the Egyptian pantheon in which I've called that as we've went through death, now it's time to reap the benefits of our soul. Now I call forward Lord Ganesha and as well Lord Shiva to empower this working. Om Gam Ganapate Namo Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namo Namaha. Om Gam Om Gam Om Gam Om Gam Ganapate Namo Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namo Namaha. Lord Ganesha, be with us, for as we've learned the ways of ancient Egyptian magic, may you now initiate us into our pure divine truths, as we know who we are and who we're meant to be, as we embrace what we are meant to achieve. Lord Ganapate, may you remove all obstacles that are no longer serving us, bringing us into a new, showing us that the obstacles were merely to shape us to be the version of ourselves we were meant to be. For there are no obstacles, there are merely mountains to climb, and even those mountains there are none. For you see what you desire and you move forward, building your empire, building that which you wish to create, that which you wish to do. Now we call forward Lord Shiva, as we've obliterated all obstacles in the way. We now embrace that of our divine truth and knowing. For as Shiva opened his eye, the universe was destroyed. And as we open our divine eye and turn it inward, our world, as within so without, is thus destroyed. It is illumination. This is what Shiva represents, is divine illumination. We are turning our eye of illumination inward. Om Namo Shivaya. 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 Om. Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesha, we thank you for empowering us. We now call forward Goddess Kali to obliterate and dissolve all fears moving forward, for there are none. Kali, 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 Om Kali Ma, Om Kali, Om Kali Ma, Om Kali, Om Kalima, Om Kali, Om Kalima, Om Kali, Om Kalikaye Namaha, Om Kalikaye Namaha, Om Kalikaye Namaha, Om Kalikaye Namaha. For Goddess Kali Ma, may you obliterate. For as Shiva has enlightened us in many ways, illuminating the pathway, for Goddess Kali, may you obliterate all fears that are no longer serving us as we embrace our divine and true self. We thank you, Goddess Kali. And then as well, Lakshmi, bringing us divine prosperity and abundance. Lakshmi, 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 come forward and bless us with your prosperity and abundance. Teach us of your many ways of wealth and how to create wealth all through feeling. We thank you, Goddess Lakshmi, for bringing us into our truth and knowing of the wealth that is within. From the Vedic pantheon, as we've went to the Egyptian to learn magic, we've went to the Vedic to learn of our divine truths. We now Buddhist or underworld? Buddhist. We now call forward Buddha and Avalokiteshvara, the Buddha that is at the end of time. May you illuminate us. Avalokiteshvara, Avalokiteshvara, Avalokiteshvara. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme. For Goddess Kuan Yin, she who is known to pull those out of the underworld, to illuminate the underworld with her divine compassion. Come forward, Goddess Kuan Yin, Buddha and Avalokiteshvara, the Buddha that is at the end of time. May you come forward and illuminate us with the divine jewel and lotus that is the spark of life. 4. Teach us how to understand and navigate the way of the underworld through divine compassion, knowing and loving ourselves. Now, from these energies, we now go into the underworld as we've called forward Goddess Hekate, for it is Goddess Hekate that will help us to understand these underworld initiations for some, integration of the underworld in the journey. It is this goddess that first reached out to me in order for me to illuminate others in walking this path. For I'm grateful, Goddess Hekate, for all that you've done for me and guiding me with your wisdom, illuminating me, keeping me in your womb, and giving me your divine torch of illumination. Hekate is the one that understands hell in full totality as the empress, as the queen of hell in which she is. Her daughter, the Spider Queen, even more powerful in so many... her daughter, the Spider Queen, as well, I'm very close to. She heavily guides me. May the Spider Queen empower you in your magic and your workings. A very powerful goddess of healing, magic, wealth, luxury in so many ways. But most importantly, the ancient ways of magic is what she teaches. This is what we learn from the underworld. Nothing is given freely. Even the gnosis and the wisdom in which I bring forward to you guys, I had to earn that through my own trials. I had to earn that through my own pain and suffering. And that's also why I charge for my services, Because to learn these things, I had to go through the underworld myself. And I don't mind teaching, I don't mind mentoring or guiding, but definitely this is wisdom that is being brought forward. We now call forward Lord Lucifer. Renish tasa uberka bayasa ikor Lucifer. Renish tasa uberka bayasa ikor Lucifer. Renish tasa uberka bayasa ikor Lucifer. For Lucifer, Lord Lucifer, illuminate the doorways of my mind as I'm brought into more in-depth and greater understanding of magic and its delight. For Lord Lucifer is an illuminator that is called out to many. Call out to those who you need to. Empower them in these ways. Illuminate the path and this journey for us as we've embraced this realm and this underworld. Next to Lucifer is King Paimon. Linen sasa jidon Paimon. Linen sasa jidon Paimon. Linen sasa jidon Paimon. Linen sasa jidon Paimon. Paimonius. Paimonius, Paimonius, teach us, guide us through this journey of consciousness, expand our minds and expand our awareness so we may embrace that of the divine. So these were the two initiators in which I had going through the underworld, was Lord Lucifer and as well King Paimon. So as I worked with the Egyptian pantheon, to understand the ancient ways of magic, to cleanse my vessel, to call forward Ma'at, as well Ma'at, working with goddess Ma'at and her 42 ideals. That was a heavy initiatory act I did for myself before fully embracing the underworld. So I did a lot of ceremonial magic, a lot of ceremonial ritual with Thoth and the Egyptian pantheon. And at the same way, I was also doing yoga, or still am, honestly, to this day, doing yoga, meditation, and mantras with Lord Shiva, and entering into trueness. So just as Yeshua, you guys, Yeshua went to many different sectors, many different regions within this reality. Even Yeshua, first starting off in the Egyptian mystery schools, Yeshua, the Christ, what some call Jesus, which just means Hail Zeus, but Yeshua the Christ, he went through the Egyptian mystery schools, and then he also then went, I believe, to Tibet or India first, but then he went to Tibet, and it was in Tibet where he was learning that of Reiki, and then as well through the vet which I just introduced you guys. We went from Magick into the Vedic pantheon, which then teaching the true self. So Yeshua was even known as a prophet. He was known as Issa the prophet. Issa means universal lord, universal ruler. So it's in the same way that Krishna is actually known as a universal lord. So Krishna, Christ, Yeshua, or Yeshua Christ. So it's these beings that were sent here as divine guides of illumination to show us this path of the Christ, you could say. Rather, this path of illumination. However way in which you enter into illumination, everyone's different. It's going to be different for everyone. It most likely won't be the same way that you end. The things in which I knew at the beginning of this journey are things, even things I rejected up until pretty much almost now. And then the more I started to accept what I was being shown, my truth, that yes, I entered into the underworld, or I entered into the realm of magic in such a different way that I didn't know where I was going. I was going through the darkness. But then as we choose to go through the darkness and this nothingness, with what Buddhists call nothingness, as well myself, I was a heavy Buddhist for many years. It is that nothingness that is the underworld. That what Satanists, Luciferians, even in ancient Egypt, the realm of the dead, the underworld, that was heavily intertwined with this reality, and it still is to this day. We are formed in the void. We are formed in the abyss itself. So it's by using these energies of the daemons, by working with Lucifer or Satan, Belial, Azazel, what are known as the demonic gatekeepers, that a lot of people actually didn't know that the demonic gatekeepers, what gates were they keeping? What gates were they keeping? They were keeping the cosmic gates of destiny, of magic itself. The gatekeepers, hell as a realm is a realm designed for divine purification of an individual. That as you come from the source, you in a sense went through hell in order to come here, and then you've incarnated into this realm as the source in which you are, the source being, the source avatar, one could say. So now when we're walking the path, we're merely uncovering our true self. We're merely going about the path of our destiny, reincarnating, reincarnating, going back up the same system that we came to get here. We're going back into that, and that is why one must fully die to who they were in order to embrace their true self. So even the kingdom in which I'm speaking about, what is thine kingdom when the kingdom is within? What are they speaking about even in the Bible? The kingdom. They're speaking of the source. They're speaking of the realm in which we all once emanated from and chose to incarnate from. Even the Watchers, the beings I just spoke of, Lucifer, Azazel, Belial, Satan, Shaitan, these Watchers that when they descended, when they fell, this is what, in a sense, we were the Watchers. We were the ones that descended and fell. And the beings in which we work with are our brethren, are our sisterin. And as we are brought into the night side path, right? For myself, I'm actually a guide, an initiator, and as well a gatekeeper of the night side. This is why I teach people how to navigate it, how to understand the underworld. For myself, having gone through these trials, by working with the beings. You work with the beings, the gatekeepers, to unlock the initiatory gates themselves. And as you walk through each gate, each doorway, you're going to find an aspect of truth within yourself from each gatekeeper. So it was Belial really wants to come forward. And even so, you become the gates themselves. So you work with Lucifer to become Lucifer. You work with Belial to become Belial. So in the same way, I became the infernal divine through walking the path of the infernal divine. By becoming Lucifer, you become his legion. By becoming Satan, the last gatekeeper, you become his legion. Many people don't know Lucifer because they haven't gotten to where he is. If you take a step, he will definitely take steps towards you, but you need to do the work to go about walking the path of the underworld. And it's also in the same way Satan. Satan is a being of many titles, or rather many names create up the title that is Satan, Satanama. So it's in the same way that if, for those of you that truly want to get into the initiatory understanding of magic, you must go to the gatekeepers of magic. And do you have to? No. You can walk whatever path that you want. But if you're an infernal soul like myself, if you're someone going through the underworld, which our reality is literally birthed and created in the underworld, then this is why you'd work with them. This is why you'd work with Belial. This is why most likely they're calling out to you, and why you might have even been led to this channel. So as we work with these different beings, we're working with them to recreate ourself. Lucifer illuminates us. King Paimon expands our consciousness and awareness. Lord Belial teaches us of the earth and how to ground ourselves and our energies, how to solidify and condense imagination, different energies of imagination, teaching us how to wield energy and wield magic. How you reprogram your subconscious mind is using these vibrations, these frequencies, to then short circuit your ego so that you are given moments of clarity. This is also what's known as visions. When I was in the middle of the Qliphoth, I was getting intense visions of the future because my ego was so stripped away. I truly had no ego, that I was only experiencing. I was only seeing that which is and that which was truth. Now to many, to the ego, truth is the devil, truth is horrible. But now to someone wishing to a truth seeker, this is what we desire, is to have our illusions stripped away so that we can embrace this divine illumination within ourselves, so that we can become the philosopher's stone and embrace that of our magnum opus. This is what the path of magic is. And even heavily, that's what Thelema, a modern rendition of ancient Egyptian magic, that's what Thelema, or these secret societies, are truly teaching their initiates. They're merely teaching them that of the old going into that of the new, and embracing this new version of themselves, working with these spirits as a bridge to converge over into this new reality, this quantum realm, to understand that reality is a simulation. So now, as I've said all that, we are now getting into downloading. As we have all these energies that have been brought forward, Lilith, Kali, the divine dark mother, and the energies of dark illumination, Ahriman, Lucifer, Shiva, Asmodee, Belial, Azazel, Satan, Beelzebub. May all these beings come forward to aid us in embracing this new self as we've stripped away the illusions of who we once were, entering into this new 2024. Let us now do this meditation. So, 1 second, you guys. Okay, so, and then also Super G says, perform 60 dragon breaths, y'all level up. Do not let me be your motivator. Be actively absorbing the vibrations, pushing out your desires, and assimilating. And that's truly what this is for. We are all embracing a magic school where, yeah, guys, journal. Feel free to journal. Imagine things, visualize, affirm things you desire to create into reality. That's why we're using this time, to embrace this magic and this studying, and as well this being. So 1 second, you guys. I'm just gonna stand up really fast. Okay, so let us do this. Let us get into this. This dope. So, as we are in between time and space, the in-between, you could say the in-between, you could just call it really whatever you want. Imagine a black flame illuminating you. Imagine that you are in a black flame. Now all of these deities are surrounding you. You have a violet flame already purifying and cleansing your energies. You have a golden flame already purifying and already empowering and stimulating your kundalini. Now it is the black flame that is fully illuminating you to your truths. Who are you as your most authentic version and self? Let us do 60 dragon breaths, pulling in all of these energies of illumination, these different deities that we are working with. So 3, 2, hold it for a minute. Now breathe in and solidify and condense these energies of illumination. Now breathe out. Now see in front of you your daemons. See your future self. See all of your deities and your spirit guides, for you have already finished this game. You are outside the bounds of reincarnation, viewing this version of yourself. You are one with it. It is relaying information to you. What is it saying? What is this version of yourself saying? What are the visions in which you're seeing? What are you now meant to do? For now, we are doing round 2, 60 dragon breaths. Imagine these flames, imagine these deities with you as you are outside space and time. You are as the source itself. You are now recreating your reality as you are being receptive to the reality that is most meant for you and your destiny. 3, 2, As you take one last breath, now fully breathe out. Hold it a minute. Now breathe in and solidify these energies. Solidify this new version of yourself, invoking them. Now that for this third round in which we are doing, know that we will be doing 90 dragon breaths, embracing this illumination even further, that as you are this version of yourself that is outside space and time, your daemon, this is the version of yourself in which you have chosen to incarnate into. You've became this version of yourself. Look down into the world. Now look at the world. Now imagine your empire, imagine your kingdom, imagine your throne. Imagine the reality in which you desire to create. Imagine your home. Imagine new experiences and new networking opportunities, meeting new friends and allies along the path. For you are now about to re-inject yourself into this matrix and this simulation. Know that as you do, you are doing this from a higher vibration and emanation. You have reincarnated into this game as a new being. Embrace this version of yourself and who you are and what you've created. Immediately feel this after you've created it. So imagine it forming, imagining what you desire being magnetized to you, for you are the God that is creating your reality outside space and time. All of the deities have allied with you to merely wake you back up, to show you who you are. Will you remember who you are after this meditation? Remember yourself. Remember yourself. Wake up. Wake up. Now we do the third breath work. 90 dragon breaths. 3, 2, 1. Now breathe out. Now hold it for 1:30. Let this reality form as you are now invoking it. Now breathe in and solidify. Solidify this version of you. Now release all these things no longer serving you. For you have done it. Now you are living within the feeling of the wish fulfilled, knowing that you have incarnated once, you've incarnated many times, and maybe you'll incarnate again. So embrace this life, the life in which you are living. Embrace this soul, this being in which you are. And from here, now watch all of reality unfold just as it was meant. All these wonderful and amazing things are about to happen. As you feel this feeling of the wish fulfilled, as you feel all this amazing and wonderful energy filling up within yourself, for there is a portal and a doorway in front of you. We are now going to go through this doorway through we're going to do 60 dragon breaths, and then we are going to shoot through this doorway, reincarnating into the same version, into the same body, the same vessel. But know that we have returned as a new being, as a new version of ourself that is elevated even further. For know that you, through this live stream, through this breath work, you have quantum leaped. For this is quantum dragon Reiki as well. When we are performing quantum dragon Reiki, we are as well meeting with the dragons, the beings which taught the infernal divine Magick, the beings which taught Hekate and others of Magick. If you see a being with a dragon or draconian form, they were taught magic by the dragons. For we now have the dragons with us. And as all of our dragon guides are with us, we now do this 60 dragon breaths, going through this portal, reincarnating, knowing that we are the dragon, knowing that the dragons are now with us. We evolve. 3, 2, 1. Now breathe out. Now fill yourself filling with all of the dragons, all of this draconian, powerful energy. We're shooting through the portal, solidifying these energies. Now breathe in. Now off in the distance you see this daemon and you see this greatest version of yourself. This version of yourself walks towards you as you walk to meet it. Imagine yourself getting up out of your body, walking to this version of yourself. This greatest form of yourself. Now as you touch them, you download, for they dissolve into you and you are now that self. Now go back into your body. Bring yourself back into your body. Bring yourself back into your awareness. Now just sit. Just sit in your body. Sit in your awareness and feel this divine frequency of love, of prosperity, of wealth and abundance. Love is flowing through you. It's gushing out of you. It's oozing out of you. You are a being of divine love. You are unified with the all. You are unified with all of your spirits in all totality. Now as we fall back in reality, or fall back in the meditation. Be careful to, if you're falling physically, not to harm yourself. Fall. Now feel as if you're falling. Feel as if you're falling. You're falling. You're falling. You've now fell into the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You are in this limitless and endless fall, in this feeling. This is a representation of life. You are always falling, but in every moment you are catching yourself. You are falling into new versions of yourself. And as you fall, you've now woken back up. You have fallen into the feeling of the wish fulfilled in this new reality, knowing all is fulfilled, knowing who you are and as well what you are meant to achieve, who you are meant to become, and as well embrace your destiny. Now you are embracing your destiny. Now you are embracing your destiny right now. For the wish is fulfilled. Your destiny is fulfilled. Who are you? Who are you meant to be? Embrace this. Embrace this through your knowing. For all of this was a guided visualization, was a guided meditation to bring you into your truest self, entering into this next year, your true and divine potential. So, how was that, you guys? How was that? Four, as we did this meditation, we are now embracing ourself as our pure potential and as well who we're meant to be. For the dragons are with you guys, guiding you and as well empowering you. And next we will, let's, actually you guys, I'm feeling, let us end it here. I want you guys to go embrace your magic potential. Go journal. Go sit now with this version of yourself. Go journal for 20 minutes. Go journal for an hour. Go do something that you love. Go use this energy in which you've cultivated to express yourself the way in which you need to. And for those of you that are just tuning in, hey, what's up you guys? My name is O'Shea. I am a magic mentor here at Occult Cat TV. As well, you can call me Atanui. That is my magic name. We did a lot today, you guys. We went over spellwork. We did a huge meditation ritual at the end. Very powerful, very powerful. Know that I do this form of, as well, guided meditation in shamanic journeying sessions. And then as well, if you just want to talk to me and ask me questions, I do occult consultations. As well, I do have magic mentorships, and know that you guys, for all of my prices, they are going up actually tomorrow night. All of my prices will be going up. So today and tomorrow are the last that you get them at the price in which they are. I do have mentorships, occult, or rather magic mentorships, and as well Qliphothic mentorships for $555. The price will be going up after these next 2 days. So for those of you looking for a mentor in magic, the occult, even just manifestation, a life coach, a magic life coach, an occult life coach in many ways. This is what I provide in forms of service, as well as fate and destiny readings. I'm also a fate and destiny tarot card reader. And then if you like the way that any of this ritual was performed today, know that I also do in-depth and exclusive rituals, and as well spell work for clients. So I highly recommend that you guys have at it. And I do look forward to a mentorship. I look forward to, in a sense, meeting with you guys. Thank you guys for all that you've done as well. And I hope that this last meditation really earned my keep in the occult community. For heading into 2024, mass change, you guys. There's going to be a lot of evolution, a lot of growth. I'm sure you've already seen for myself and my channel. And so know that I'm expanding, I'm rising, my channel's growing, and as well you guys are expanding, rising, and growing. And anybody that, if you're a fan of Occult Cat TV, you guys are a fan of yourself. Because that's what we embrace here at the temple, here at the dojo, is self-mastery. That's what all of this is for at the end of the day. To master ourselves, embrace who we're meant to be, and as well, embrace what we're meant to achieve. And most importantly, if anything, you guys, if there's one thing you've taken from Occult Cat TV, embrace your fate and your destiny. That is the most important thing. If I could leave that as my magnum opus, that is my magnum opus and what I'm leaving behind. Teaching about fate and destiny and everything that coincides with it. So if you were to take anything away from myself and Occult Cat TV, Atanui, it would be the destiny. Look into your destiny. Who are you? What are you meant to achieve? And if you would like me to be your guide in destiny, I do this in forms of consultation, mentorships, and readings. We also have, today's the last day to sign up for the Patreon. The Patreon, we are doing the Fate and Destiny Source Alignment and Soul Attunement. Today is the last day to sign up for that. That's the 4th tier of the Patreon, as well the 5th tier. And after today, then we're going into the month with that ritual. I'm performing the last part of it tonight. It's going to be very powerful, you guys. So go check out the Patreon. And yeah, other than that, I'm gonna read the comments, just see what's up. And then Super G says, don't feel free, feel forced, feel pushed and nudged to do so. Do what you gotta do. The universe is calling you, is pulling you to do things. So embrace Exactly, Super G. That's what I was feeling in the meditation is just take the action. You don't... You just do. Just do it. Just take the actions and you will be there. And when you look back like, wow, I did this. I took the actions. I already saw the end of the year like that. Just like this past year, it ended like that, you guys. This next year is going to go like that. So take every day to work on yourself, to work on your skills, your abilities, psychic development, your magic, working with different deities, ritual, spell work, journaling, scripting, meditation. Do it every day, you guys. Every day. That's how we evolve. That's how we grow. That's how we embrace the temple within. And this year being the year of Set, Satan, an 8 number, we are embracing thy inner temple. So expand your mind, expand your temple, and embrace this new life. So I hope that I know that this guided meditation served you guys well as this live stream. So, and then the real black magician. Hey, what's up, brother? Glad to see you, brother. And then he's, what's going on, everyone? Oh, that's beautiful. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year's, brother. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you guys. Oh, this is, I can already feel this is going to be such a wonderful and prosperous year. Now it's just about doing the work, you guys. Maintaining the crown. Not just achieving the crown, not just getting to the top of the Qliphoth, but maintaining your spot at the top, maintaining your crown by your actions and what you do. How you think creates your reality. Imagine your destiny. Who are you in your most destined reality? Be praised all ye gods. And this is Super G. Be praised all ye gods by the spirits in your house, praised and worshipped. Every street you walk protected. Every hand you touch blessed and anointed. Powerful, Super G. Crown the swirling, the swirl, the spiral. And then as well, yeah, another emoji. Praise the self. Altars for the self only. We are altars of ourself as well. Altars for the self. So create an altar for your higher self, you guys. Create an altar to yourself. And then wealth flows through you to others. Be the well of riches, a spring of luxury. Be the fountain, is what Super G said. Oh, that's very powerful, you guys. This was a very, very powerful start to the day. So now go do what you guys got to do. Stay studying, stay meditating, stay educated, and most importantly, stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, you guys. Embrace who you're meant to be. Embrace what you're meant to achieve. You guys got this. Heading into 2024, you know your destiny. You know it. And if anybody else needs me or my services, everything is down below. You can also email me at occultcattv@gmail.com, or as well, DM me on Instagram or TikTok. Yeah, so other than that, you guys have a beautiful day. Peace, and as well, namaste. From I myself, O'Shea, as well, you can call me Atanui, here at the temple. From myself, and as well, the deities, here at the temple, wishing you well this prosperous 2024, this dragon new year. Shout out to all my dragons. Shout out to all my dragons. You guys got this. Woo! You guys got this. Come on. Round of applause. Come on, you guys. You guys got this. This is a new year. A new chance to achieve greatness. A new chance to achieve greatness, you guys. You guys got this. You guys got this. Okay, peace.